Hi everybody and welcome to this episode of Barefoot TV, a weekly online TV program which provides you with easy access to knowledge, wisdom and guidance from myself and other experts, leaders and spiritual advisors from all over the world to support you in connecting, transforming and growing in all things love, soul and spirit in your everyday lives. For those of you watching for the first time, I'm Leanne, the Barefoot Medium. I'm an international medium, transformational coach, twin flame, and author. And I am absolutely passionate about reconnecting people with their loved ones who've passed over, spirit guides, and their intuition, as well as providing people with easy access to practical knowledge, tools, and techniques that help you transform your life, that allow you to embrace what it is you love, what brings you into connection with your joy, and what allows you to be your authentic self. Kick off your shoes, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Barefoot TV, where I want to bring you some direct wisdom, guidance, and messages, as well as healings, activations, and downloads from the Twin Flame Collective, Masters, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, around the Twin Flame journey for the month of December 2018. Now, as I connect in with Spirit to bring you through the information and insights for December for the Twin Flame Collective, I feel like December is a month of completions, of endings, of finishing up, of tying up loose ends. It feels like 2018 has been a massive journey for a lot of people, and a lot of challenges, a lot of growth, a lot of insights, and a lot of subconscious blockages may have come to the surface, whether it's patterns of behavior or limiting beliefs that are holding you back around love, finances, career, spiritual ascension is the word I'm hearing. It doesn't matter what area of your life it's in. The Twin Flame journey is all about you and coming back to the core of who you are, and coming back to love, coming back to oneness, coming back to peace, and knowing that you are the only one in your life in truth who can decide and gets to decide and has the power to decide what feels loving and right and true for you. So if you're in relationships or connections, or whether it's family, friends, partner, your twin flame, a soulmate connection that you might be in, where you're being triggered, and what I mean by that is you're having negative emotions or heavy emotions come up, or patterns of behavior come up, then that's a gift. That's a gift from the other person's soul to you to let you know where there's more light, more love needed for you. If you're triggered, it means you need some healing and some work in that area. And so if you're seeing separation, arguments, judgments, and you're getting triggered by that, or criticism or complaints, or feeling like things are broken or not working, anxious, overwhelm or control, then step back and really ask yourself, is this something that's being triggered within you for you to look at and heal within you, so that you don't react with that fear-based, negative, low vibrational energy? Or is this something that is being projected? And is it someone else's story that they're asking you to take on and make true? So you need to be discerning at the moment and really come back to completing anything that is not true for you and wrapping it up, and really looking at those subconscious blockages or limitations or hurdles or challenges that might have been projected stories that you've taken on as true, and you've made them true for you in your physical world. And that might be things around money. You have to work hard to make money. Nothing comes easily, or you're always having difficulty with, rather than looking at something as being really fun and easy. And love can be really fun and easy with the right person. And so if you've experienced challenges within your twin flame journey, connected with a partner or not, it's about you. If you've experienced challenges, then you've got more growth and more healing work to do. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do that in isolation or in separation, because I've heard a lot, and I had a conversation with a colleague last week about wholeness. And wholeness is about feeling whole within yourself and not relying on an external party or thinking about what an external party is doing, saying, feeling, or knowing about you to feel like you're worthy. Now, when I talk about being whole and complete within you, it doesn't mean that you don't have patterns of behavior that might be a little challenging for someone else to deal with, or that someone else that you're with, your partner, your twin flame, your soulmate, whoever it might be, may have behaviors that trigger you or actions that may trigger you. It's about finding acceptance with that and knowing that they're a whole and complete, and you're a whole and complete person in amongst it. You don't have to show up into a relationship perfect. Relationships are your soul's journey in this lifetime. And if you're holding out, if you're holding yourself back because you don't feel like you're enough, you don't feel like you're ready, you don't feel like you're whole and complete, then you are holding yourself back from the world and not giving the world the gift of you. And there are so many people out there that need the gift of you, because you are a unique being with all your challenges, all your hurdles, all your obstacles, all your synchronicity, idiosyncrasies. You are a whole and complete person exactly as you are. You are perfectly imperfect. Go in knowing that you are enough and put yourself in there. Step in. Complete the past. Leave it behind. If the past wasn't enough for you, if relationships weren't enough for you, that's okay. They weren't enough for you. Your enoughness is decided by you and what you feel is true for you. So in December, I really want you to take a step back and look at what patterns or what subconscious beliefs or what relationships or what opportunities or ways of being you need to complete and wrap up and tie up the loose ends from, so that you can step into 2019 being enough, being whole and complete and enough, and bringing you to everything that you do. Don't look outside. And I want to talk about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and we each have that within us. And so if you're seeing a romantic soulmate partner or a twin flame partner reflecting back separation or challenges, or they're not physically with you, then your divine masculine needs some healing. That's the gift. If you're focused on them not being here, what's he thinking of me, all of that, and there's lots of readers out there in the world of twin flames doing readings about what does he think of you. Not important. And if that's where you're at in your twin flame journey, you still have a lot of growth to do, because the twin flame journey is never about another external of you. It's always about you. So if you want to step into a romantic relationship, a connection that is bringing you spiritual growth and passion and love and excitement and all of that and intimacy, then ask for your ultimate romantic partner. If that's your twin flame, then that will happen if that's your journey. If you're attached to it being a particular person, then you have some healing work to do around releasing attachment and letting go of control. And if you're relying on readings from psychics or mediums to tell you what you feel or what the other person might feel, then you're not on your twin flame journey. You've got a lot of growth to do. As a psychic medium, I can support people with twin flame readings and channelings that will always be about what steps and actions can you take to move you into alignment with union with your ultimate romantic partner or twin flame union. Okay? And that is never attached to one particular person. So just be aware of what information or guidance you're taking in and what you're making true for you in terms of the information you're getting around twin flame guidance. Because if you are relying on others to really tell you that he's the one for you, then there's a journey there. So that's a little bit about what I wanted to share with you for December and what the universal energies are asking you to focus on and look at. What is it that I need to complete? Is it completing letting go of control? Is it embracing more faith and trust? Is it about going, you know what, I'm going to go with the flow and allow things to flow? Is it about non-attachment to anything and everyone? So what I want to do now is provide you with a card from my Twin Flame Journey Tarot deck, which is available from my website, thebarefootmedium.com.au, if you want your own set of Twin Flame Journey Tarot cards. For the Divine Feminine, and where is the Divine Feminine collectively at in December? What are the energies playing out for the Divine Feminine? And then I want to look at what are the energies playing out for the Divine Masculine for the month of December. And then I want to look at union. And remembering that that can be about the ultimate romantic partner or twin flame connection. So let's start with the Divine Feminine. And I want to take this card here. I love it. The Divine Feminine card for December is the Magician. And the Magician says, the words on the card are energy, confidence, magic, connection, faith, balance, and transformation. So what I'm picking up for the Divine Feminine with the Magician card is this card often represents manifestation. And in order to manifest and create what you want in life, particularly around love and relationships, whether it's soulmate or twin flame, then you need to be transforming into and being what you're wanting. So acting as if is the words that I'm hearing. So if you are wanting a romantic relationship in your life, then you have to act as if that already exists. and create the space for that to come into your life and take actions that allow that to come into your life. So if you have, for example, no time for allowing a romantic partner to come in and go and do social activities, movies, dinner, coffees, dates, whatever that might be, then how can that person step in? So for December, a lot of the divine feminines are being asked to really look at your energy and your time and your space, and what time and space and energy are you utilizing? Do you have the time, do you have the energy, and do you have the space to allow a romantic partner in? And that's where transformation may be needed. So if you don't, start with cleaning out your wardrobe. Have you got old clothes that no longer fit, no longer feel right, or it's shoved in there, it's disorganized, untidy, packed in? Your wardrobe often represents your emotional world and your relationships and connections in your life. So clean out your wardrobe in December and clean out your relationship baggage in amongst it, and transform your experience into what it is you do want, and manifest and create that. I'm also hearing the word magic and connection. And connection is really looking at what and who you're connecting to. What are you engaging with through your words, your emotions, and your actions? And is that uplifting you and allowing you to feel confident, loved, and supported? Or is it pulling you down into a space where you feel uncertain, confused, and anxious? If that's the case, make some decisions and choices about completing that and honouring your own truth, what's true and right for you. So that's for the Divine Feminine. I want to draw a card for the Divine Masculine and really talk about what the Divine Masculine collectively is moving through the month of December. And I feel like saying moving through. Yeah. And that's the Eight of Swords. So I feel like the Divine Masculines are really going through some challenges at the moment and feeling bound, tied up, and, really stuck in some ways, restricted. So the words on this card are restrictions, trapped, patterns, beliefs, fears, cut cords, freedom, and forgiveness. So what I'm really hearing in amongst this is that the Divine Masculine has gone through a really transformational and challenging year where they have been shown a lot of their fears, a lot of their beliefs that are limiting their potential and restricting them and holding them back from being who they are. Because I feel like there's been others in their world who have criticized, put them down, and really not allowed them to expand and grow into the amazing person or being that they can be, and really shining their light out onto the world. So I'm feeling like it's so important for Divine Masculines to sit down right now and really look at what are the blockages. What is it that's keeping you restricted or stuck or tied up? And then deciding to finish, tie up the loose ends on those things that are keeping you stuck and held back. Okay, whether it's people, opportunities, ways of being, beliefs, or stories that you're telling yourself, or even emotions. And particularly with the Divine Masculine, there's often emotions that men in the world are taught not to express and to just keep moving and taking action. The reality is, when we talk manifesting energy, universal stuff, it's all about your vibration, which is emotion. And so if you're feeling hurt, angry, like you have some resentments or some other things there, then really start to look within and what is it that you're angry or resentful of, because it will be something within you that you need to make a decision and a choice to complete and let go of, so that you have the freedom to move on. So that's for the Divine Masculine. Now I want to draw a card that represents the union of the divine feminine and the divine masculine for December. And I have 2 cards that have popped out. And the first one is the Ace of Swords. And she says, spiritual connection, intuition, psychic abilities, synchronicities, victory, power, and beginnings. Now, the second card is the High Priestess. And her words are wisdom, feminine goddess, nurturing, self-love, gentleness, intuition, and abundance. So it's really interesting that these 2 cards have come out together, because they're both talking about intuition and that feminine quality of allowing that flow. The Ace of Swords is really reminding you to trust what you feel and what you know to be right. If the emotions of confusion or anxiety come up, then they're a red flag that says there's something going on here that's not right and true for you or not good for you. So trust that. I also want to say that there is a spiritual connectedness to these relationships. So if there are people watching and listening, there is a spiritual connection to the relationship that you're thinking about. Now, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to be together in the physical for the long term. It may be a short-term connection that allows you to grow and learn and understand more about who you are as a soul. So every person that you connect with is a gift. Every soul has agreed to play a part in your life from a spiritual perspective to support you through love to grow. And if that way of supporting you to learn and grow and step into more love for you is through rejection, for example, then that's the part that they play. So please know that anything that you're experiencing has a spiritual connection to it. There are others of you that I feel will be stepping into union or your romantic partnership in December, or have some synchronicities play out that show you that it's not far away. Okay, so that's the first one. In terms of the High Priestess card and union, I feel like there's, I want to come to nurturing and self-love, particularly as we're in December. There's often a lot of social gatherings and a lot of family or friendship connections that you need to honour. I also feel like I want to say take the time to nurture you and to give to you, because with an empty tank, you can't give to anybody else if you're feeling drained, exhausted, and like you've got nothing more to give. So nurture yourself, do as well as you can to eat well and to nourish your body physically through water and healthy foods. And I also feel like I want to say abundance is coming. So there's financial flow and more love and connectedness coming in the month of December for the divine masculine and the divine feminine in union. So that is the Twin Flame guidance for the month of December 2018. Thank you all for joining me on this episode of Barefoot TV. If you would like some guidance and insight and a channeled message from the collective consciousness about your romantic love relationships, connectedness, your twin flame journey, then jump on my website, thebarefootmedium.com.au, and book in for an individual session. Or I can work with you over a 4 or an 8 week block for some transformational coaching work to help you shift your stories that are holding you back and limiting you around love and relationships, or with your twin flame journey. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you are doing, whoever you are connecting with, I wish you a week of love, joy, and peace, and that I will see you on the next episode of Barefoot TV.